Time for some business news now with Charles Pellegrin, and we're going to zero in on one company in particular, the electric vehicle maker Tesla.
That's right, Oliver. The U.S. company headed by Elon Musk published its report for the first quarter of 2025, one that was widely anticipated because that's also when Musk started his parallel job at the head of the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. That's within the Trump administration, which sought to cut waste and fraud in the federal government. The big question being, can Musk manage both jobs at the same time, not even counting his other ventures like SpaceX or social media platform X? Well, the figures are pointing towards no. Tesla's net income, so its bottom line, has fallen 71% from the same time last year. The company cleared $409 million in net income this quarter, while the previous quarter, the end of 2024, net income stood at over $2 billion, as you can see there. On an earnings phone call with analysts, Elon Musk promised he would be dedicating more time to Tesla next month while still defending his work with DOGE. Take a listen.
There's been some blowback for the time that I've been spending in government for DOGE, because if the ship of America goes down, we all go down with it, including Tesla and everyone else. Starting next month, in May, my time allocation to DOGE will drop significantly. Starting next month, I'll be allocating far more of my time to Tesla.
And Musk mentioned their blowback for his political activities, and that's had a fairly big effect on the business.
There clearly has been a reputational hit, which has hurt the Tesla brand. There's such a thing as bad publicity. Even just on Tuesday, a Tesla dealership in Manhattan was vandalized by protesters with graffiti criticizing Musk's outsized role in the Trump administration as an unelected official. Tesla has seen double-digit drops in its vehicle sales in key markets. In the first quarter of the year, Tesla sales in Germany have fallen 62%, and in China, that figure was 22%. In California, Tesla's market share in EVs has gone down from 56% to 44%, and that's really a home market for Tesla.
But it's not all politics that are the root of Tesla's problems.
No, there are a number of other factors at play here, notably intense competition in the EV field from players around the world, and notably China. This has brought prices down, reducing margins. This also means that the company has been investing heavily in artificial intelligence to gain an edge in that market in the future, but that's also hurt cash flow in the short term. And the global trade landscape isn't helping either. The tariff regime implemented by Trump is putting Tesla's international supply chains to the test and adding more costs as well. Musk himself on that earnings phone call said he's been calling for lower tariffs, but that those decisions fall entirely on Donald Trump at the end of the day. Nonetheless, Tesla shares gained in after-hours trading on Wall Street, with investors taking comfort in the future and in the fact that there will be more affordable models being launched next year, showing the EV maker is really still in the race.
And let's move on with a look at the markets today.
The major bourses in Asia trading higher this Wednesday, following the trend we saw on Wall Street at the close on Tuesday, with some fresh optimism on China-US trade ties after Trump indicated that final tariffs on Chinese exports to the U.S. won't be as high as 145% as they currently stand, but won't be as low as 0% either. He also said he was not looking to fire U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, so walking back statements made last week which sent jitters across the markets because of threats to the independence of the U.S. central bank.
And nevertheless, the landscape for the global economy does not look particularly healthy at the moment.
The International Monetary Fund has released its latest World Economic Outlook, and the report makes for some gloomy reading. It forecasts that growth is set to slow or reverse course almost across the board as a result of the ongoing trade war and uncertainty that it's triggered over the last 2 months. Luke Schrago delves deeper.
After 2 months of chaos within global trade networks, the world has a clearer idea of the price it'll pay for the upheaval.
We're entering a new era as the global economic system that has operated for the last 80 years is being reset. Beyond the abrupt increase in tariffs, the surge in policy uncertainty is a major driver of the economic outlook. If sustained, the increase in trade tensions and uncertainty will slow global growth significantly.
The International Monetary Fund's World Economic Outlook analysed data up to April 4th, meaning it didn't take into account Washington's boosting tariffs on Chinese imports to 145%. But the forecast was gloomy enough, with every country affected by tariffs, predicting the world's economy to grow only 2.8% this year, down from 3.3% in January and 3% in 2026. The US growth outlook weakened nearly 1 percentage point to 1.8%, as its inflation forecast rose to 3% for the year, and its economy is likely to suffer a supply shock. China will see growth drop from 5 to 4%, with increased government spending unlikely to offset the effects of the trade war, and Europe, while less exposed to US tariffs, will see economic growth of just 0.8% in 2025, down from 1% in January. Developing economies are also predicted to take a hit. Mexico's economy will now likely contract by 0.3%, sparking reaction in Mexico City.
International financial institutions do not believe the government can do anything to change a situation that comes from the market itself, and we do not share that view. We have a plan to strengthen the Mexican economy.
While seeking a deal over tariffs with Washington, Mexico is also hoping potential foreign investment will offset any economic pain.
Well, that's it for this business edition, but I'll be back later to talk as well about the opening of the Shanghai Auto Show.
Thank you very much for that, Charles Pellegrin.